Hello, everybody. Welcome to the next session of the Lodge at Endsmeet. Now, before we dive into what's going on in our campaign, let's go ahead and give one of our players an opportunity for a point of inspiration by giving us a recap of what happened last time. And Emily, you have volunteered, so by all means, take it away.
Hello. It was a combat session. And we started our session with basically kind of establishing whether or not we would get a surprise round. Everybody stealthed except for Claudia, who was kind of the bait and playing dead in a wolf form. Tess casted greater invisibility on herself and stayed hidden for most of the battle. And like Artie also just kind of like stayed behind cover for a lot of the time. Um, we established that it took an action for Claudia to change from wolf to human form. That I think is something that we maybe haven't said on camera this whole time. Um, as kind of the giants approached, they all terrifyingly rose from the cold water. And there were two femme like spellcaster giants that arrived, and we realized at that point the spellcasters seemed to control the weather, the fog and the snow and stuff were coming from them. They all appeared out of the water, and three immediately like menaced Claudia, but Claudia managed to sort of like resist kind of like jumping up and attacking before it was time and maintained her composure. And so did Quill and Artie when they got splashed by some cold water. During our surprise round, we established a couple of things. The Frost Giants were immune to crits because they were just so conny, and they also basically have evasions for con saves, which we unfortunately learned when that very cool Cone of Lightning spell was unleashed from Quill's ring. But they didn't really take a whole lot of damage. They basically evaded some of it because of the con save effect. Um, Tess jumped in the air to kind of hide her footsteps and was like sniping with guiding bolts for a lot of the battle, and was also arguing with Nyx, who was kind of whispering in Tess's ear about how much more powerful she would be as a vampire. Cliff sniped like a sniper. It was great, and also this he had his arrows were covered in spiders to kind of represent his swarm, which was terrifying. Um, already did a whole bunch of like AoE spells through the fight. He opened with chain lightning for really big damage, which was awesome. Um, and then Quill kind of followed up with that cone of lightning that gave us some more interesting like understanding. Um, Velen summoned her wings right away and then baned a couple of them, which meant that some of us could get more of our spells off, which was awesome. Claudia changed into herself and sort of like really kicked everything off by changing back into herself and then action surging so she could cast Spirit Shroud on herself for the first time, which was a very great combo with her sword. And then that I think that was how we found out that they couldn't be crit, alas. But literally we had them on the ropes. One of them was bloodied immediately. Tess also got off a flame strike on one of the giants, and that was how we discovered that they did not take more damage from fire. They're kind of the way that Echo put it was that they were inconveniently hardy. At that point, we also learned that the spellcasters were also healers because the one of the giant healers cast mass heal, and Artie was out of counterspell range. So we got all these good hits on people, and then immediately they were like back at almost full hit points and looked. So fortunately, like we kicked into high gear after that. Cliff absolutely unloaded on one of the giants and did a whole bunch of damage. Artie switched to vitriolic sphere to kind of do more acid damage. And that was around the time that we learned that these giants hit really hard. They clobbered on Claudia and Cliff, our two big melee fighters. And we learned that they could imbue their weapons with and their rocks and stuff with cold damage. At this point, we learned some of the cool stuff that Quill could do. She realized that the giant was benefiting from some kind of magical protection and used some like cool thing on her kit to make it vulnerable to the next source of damage, which is very, very cool and convenient. Velen had a really good use of a psychic lance, which did a whole bunch of damage on one of them. Um, and one of the casters seemed impressed by how much damage Claudia and Cliff were doing, and so kind of encased them in this like wall of ice that they had to then break through. Um, Meanwhile, the other one started to like try to pick off Artie. Claudia and Cliff got a little bit distracted, having to like attack the ice wall and take some ice damage back. But Cliff managed to hit outside it, and that was good. Tess argued with Nyx and cast another guiding bolt, and the guiding bolts are remarkably red and vampiric now. Um, but then both Tess and Artie took a bunch of damage from a an ice storm, which we were chagrined to find not only hurt us a lot, but also healed the giants when they entered the cold, which was not great for us. A very cool mechanical thing, but not great for us. Um, Artie unleashed a lightning bolt and couldn't really see what he was doing, so it did take out some of the ice wall, which was great, but also clipped Claudia a little bit. Um, we This is just a note for us as a party. There was a little discussion about how perhaps we should get some healing potions at some point, because we haven't really been doing that from Nizik. Velen got nailed by one of the giants and almost went down except for a cutting words, and then Quill finished off that giant, so she was able to Velen was able to dispel the ice storm and heal herself the next turn instead of getting taken down to 0 hit points, which was good. And then Claudia cast Vampiric Touch through Tal's Touch, but like from a distance, which Nyx taunted Tess about very much. And then Tess had this moment where she kind of kept trying to tell Nyx to get out of her head. And then this last time she cast Summon Celestial, and this time it did not look like Velen. It this time looked like Nyx. And so Nyx, like a representation of Nyx, kind of joined the battle for the back end of the fight. Speaking of back ends, Velen and Nyx had very similar reactions to seeing giant versions of themselves, which was to admire their own asses. For most of us, Nyx just kind of appears to be a very hot lady, but already knew who she was right away. And so Cliff kind of like flirted with the representation of Nyx for a little bit, um, and so that's interesting and not great from Tess's perspective. But the Celestial was very, very useful and granted some HP and did a little bit of healing for Velen and stuff like that. Um, Cliff punched out the wall and then I think did like 2 crits in a turn and like punched a giant almost to death. Artie nailed 2 more with a lightning bolt, and Quill finished off the last giant until one of the casters brought him back. But fortunately, Cliff put him down again very soon. Um, Claudia fucked up one of the ones in melee with Tess, whose armor was really useful in this fight. Um, and then Tess finished off the caster that was menacing her by inflicting wounds and having her. I think it was the first time that she'd ever cast inflict wounds, and it made her hand look like vampire claws, and that was like uncomfortable for Tess. Cliss Superman punched one of the remaining fighters to death, and then the last hit of the battle was gotten on our own dear Velen on a vulnerable, really some really good like interplay because Quill made it vulnerable with her cool kit thing, and then Velen took it down with her very first smite with Lycan's Bane. So it was a very cool finale to the fight. And I think that's where we're picking up because that's exactly where we left off.
Yeah, so right after the fight, you guys are catching your breath, and as always, you can then heroic recovery. You can click the short rest button, get
Ah,
your quick little bits back, spend some hit dice. Now it is after sunset. It is night now. And as the fight clears, the first villager to emerge from the longhouse is the fisherman that first flagged you down. And as he emerges, he comes out like waving his hands and he just says, "Nine hells, that was a hell of a show. Are you all right?"
Yeah, I think so.
oh, bracing.
I can't believe you all handled that as well as you did.
They hit pretty hard.
They almost stepped on Velen. I saw it.
I did not enjoy that. I do not like that. No, no stepping on me, please.
You see behind him the other 2 villagers that originally flagged you down, and you basically answered the call for aid, come out as well. And the elder looks at all of you and she says, "I understand you won't accept any of our reward, but you must at least spend the night and recover. Enjoy a meal."
I don't think that's a bad idea.
I think we could all use the rest.
Yep.
Sure. And we got that meat, so everyone can have something to eat.
She smiles and nods, and you do see like a lot of the villagers beyond them, like in the longhouse, are like looking at the windows with just looks of relief and surprise and shock and just gratitude all over all of them.
I think at this point, Velen's wings are dissolving away, and she's sort of rubbing her hands together and going, "We should take a look at these big dead guys, though."
Oh yeah,
Way ahead of you. Artie is already like
definitely.
on
Of
them.
course he is.
So unfortunately,
Authentic.
dear listeners, Dooch is not here to play Artie, so Artie will be NPC'd. So, it is what it is. However, you all can assist Artie in the investigations and the resource harvesting from frost giants. As gross as that might be. Who wants to assist Artie in doing this?
Quill
Would be
probably.
happy to. Yeah.
Okay.
Quill would insist, in fact.
All right. In that case, Quill, go ahead. Are you proficient in survival?
Yep.
Okay. I need 2 rolls from you, Quill. I need a survival and I need an investigation.
Rolls a 4
24.
for investigation. Gets a 24.
Yeah, rogue.
As
Okay.
rogues are stupid. Yeah.
Rogues are the best.
Artie is rolling an arcana and an investigation to supplement you. Okay.
Yeah, as soon as Artie walks over to start doing that, Quill will be like, Artie's here, I'll come over and help you.
Artie replies enthusiastically with an affirmation. Okay, so as Artie begins the process of like identifying what is valuable on these frost giants and what is not, there's a few resources that you know together. The frost giant's eyes are valuable. The frost giant's hair is valuable. And awkwardly, the flesh from the frost giant's back is valuable. Arcanically, the eyes can be used to create all sorts of cold enchanting items and reagents and such for applying cold effects to things or cold resistance, those sorts of things. But the beard and the flesh are vital components to building belts of frost giant strength, which increase the strength of the wearer beyond superhuman means. In order to harvest these, the eyes are a medicine check, and the flesh and the beard hair and head hair are a survival check. So, knowing this, Artie would look at the eyes and then admit that his medicine is not very good.
Quill would do similarly.
I have a +2.
I can help. I can
yeah.
help.
Yeah, it's probably a good idea.
Okay. Tess, you're gonna give it a shot on the old medicine check.
Yep.
Okay. Go ahead and roll medicine. Is anybody proficient in medicine in this party? And looking at the bard,
Not it.
half
Ooh,
proficiency does
no.
not count.
Yeah, no, I have half proficiency, but I am not proficient.
Okay. Tess.
No. No.
Is this a
The
reroll?
first. Okay.
Oh no!
The dice hath
The
spoken.
dice have spoken.
They have.
I would say you could push it, but it's just you're harvesting an eye. You
Already in real life, Dooch is gonna cry.
destroy the
I'm
first
sorry.
eye.
Oh, it's okay. There's 5 giants. It's fine.
I think at this point, Tess is gonna turn to Velid and be like, "Can I help?"
I mean, I don't really know anything about this, Tess. I can try to help.
Like,
bardic
you
inspiration.
can you enhance? Can you enhance? You have that. Do you have an enhance ability today, or you don't have that anymore?
Oh no, I do. If you
Just
want
wink.
that. No, I can cast. It'd be Owl's Wisdom.
Yeah,
So
Tess doesn't have enhanced
let me
ability
just
today.
let me just check my spells because I burned a lot of them.
Yeah, that's part of why Tess is asking.
Nope, I still have a second level. Here we go. There you go. No, yes, I can end concentration on Moonbeam, you silly thing.
There's just a single circle in the center of town that's like radiant burned a few inches down into the ground.
Whoops. Yeah, there you go. Owl's wisdom.
Okay, great.
So, yeah.
Take 2 with advantage.
Okay, so the first eye is destroyed.
That's so much better.
The
Sure.
second eye from the first frost giant you remove cleanly. And you realize something weird. You have performed healing on people plenty. You've dealt with, blood and guts and stuff. It happens. The anatomy of a frost giant is not exactly the same as that of a human or a humanoid. There is kind of this like almost like a simulacrum of blood, but it's like a pale blue, and it's fucking freezing cold the whole time you're working with it.
Oh no.
You're not going to take any cold damage. You rolled well enough on your medicine check that you handle this proficiently. But as you're working on it, Artie explains that frost giants, and all giants in particular, are not really humanoids, they're primordials.
Oh, fascinating.
They are born of the titans of previous, generations. So they don't exactly match. They might look humanoid. They are not. You successfully harvest an eye. You have potentially 8 more eyes to successfully harvest.
Do you want me to just do a bunch of rolls
I'm
while
gonna need
y'all-
16 medicine checks.
Yeah, you got it. Y'all can go ahead and I think what I'm gonna do is Tess is gonna pray a prayer, and if you'll allow me, I'm going to burn inspiration to prepare borrowed knowledge to give myself proficiency.
You have enhanced ability for... Oh, you proficiency. Yeah, you can do
Yeah.
that. That's fine.
I've done that before when we were doing emergency surgery on Claudia.
Yeah, that's fine. You can do
Good
that.
times.
Oh, you made it.
A ghost helped you chop off my leg.
Yup.
What does
Oh, wait,
this look
hang on.
like for Tess? Out here in
what
this frosty town of Orthwick.
Is Nyx whispering the info to you?
Oh, what a good that was actually going to be my next question. Is
Oh.
I have not dropped concentration. So like is Nyx helping me with this? What's going on?
Oh, Nyx is watching.
Hmm?
Like, Nyx, so you haven't dropped concentration on the Guardian. So Nyx is around. And she's, a huge creature at the moment. So she's kind of looming over all of you and watching Tess as she works. As Tess is working, who's nearby?
I'm hanging around.
What happened to
gonna
Velen's
roll-
token? What?
I'm
gonna
sorry.
roll insight.
Heimdall happened to my token. Let me put myself back.
I got you. You're back. Oh, you're off in the boonies. Okay.
He literally sat on the keyboard and Velen ended up somewhere else.
Okay. What's with you're rolling insight?
I'm rolling insight because I can't figure out how to temporarily give myself proficiency. So I'm rolling insight because I have proficiency in it, but it's the same as my medicine.
Understood. Okay.
Okay. Because I looked at it, I was like, nope, this is gonna be too complicated.
But Velen is hanging around near Tess while she's doing this, and I mean she's probably kibitzing. She's probably not actually that helpful, but she is hanging around.
Okay. While Nyx is watching Tess, mostly competently remove the eyes of these frost giants, she is kind of looking on with interest. a curiosity, perhaps. And in between one of the scoopings of the eyes, which is really an unpleasant, like, this isn't a fun thing you're doing, Tess. This kind of sucks in every way. Because it
Bella's
has...
like casually casting Presty each time she removes. Like as soon as she puts down the eye, she's like washing your hands, just like little and again.
Okay. On that most recent one, Tess, I need a con save.
Okay, got it. I'm gonna send you my little. I'm keeping track.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the coldest meatballs.
Okay, yeah, you succeed. The first thing that you're noticing about these tests is the eyes are very hard. They're like ice crystal. They're not, there's no give in them, which strikes you as surprising. You would expect them to be, you know, squishy, but they're not at all. Not even a little bit. And as you remove each eye, there each is a perfect sphere. And on the back of the frost giant eye, you see there's like this glowing blue essence on the back of them. And as Nyx is watching you do this, Velen, you hear this celestial guardian, this entity that I don't know if Velen realizes is Nyx. Which
I think she failed that roll.
she did.
She did.
She
The question is
watches.
whether there's been enough context clues since then for her to start to figure it out. I think.
Well, you see, the problem is when you fail the roll, like,
Yeah, I don't know.
it just, you didn't suddenly
Means that
learn.
the knowledge isn't there.
Yeah, you didn't suddenly learn who Nyx was. You see this large, hot, scarlet-haired woman, and as she's watching Tess work, she says, kind of to everyone, "She's very good with her hands, isn't she?"
Mm-hmm. Claudia isn't there, so I do not comment.
Where are you?
Claudia was gonna go in with the townsfolk and help start cooking. She's gonna pull a Ricky.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, Tess. Okay, so anybody that doesn't want to be out here dismantling frost giants can go be
Yeah.
dealing
So
with
Claudia
that.
isn't there. To
Is
comment on
anybody
Nyx's
is
comment.
anybody else not here? Okay, so Claudia has gone off with the villagers. So I'm going to go ahead and move you up with them.
Guys.
They're all very, like, everyone is like thanking you repeatedly. Like, it's getting a little overwhelming how just
I know how to
everyone's.
cook a mean coyote.
You get way more laughs than you really think that joke deserved.
Oh, that wasn't a joke. I mean it.
Everyone is. I mean, you feel like a celebrity in this village.
Ah, shucks.
Tess,
Oh my God. Hi.
that 13 on that con save, that's not good.
Figured it would not be.
No. Hold on. How many
Nyx
left
says,
do you have to go?
She's good with her hands, and then you freeze your fingers.
Yeah, right.
you
Well,
take-
I'm gonna go with it. She's distracted by that comment.
Yeah, so what happens is that eye, as you pull it out, you're not doing a bad job, but then the cold, it just bites into your fingertips through your armor, and you feel your fingertips freeze. And as it does, the cold in your fingertips seems to almost like merge with the eye for a brief moment. And as you twist away, the eye like shatters.
Fuck.
And you take
Our
12
Tessa
points of
can.
cold damage.
Okay. Velen goes and she's gonna just like step right up into her, and she's gonna grab her freezing hands, and just lay on hands 10 points right in there.
Aw.
Hate cold.
Jeez. Me too. Fuck.
Just fucking ice. You okay?
Ice
Yeah,
is terrible.
no.
We all hate ice here.
Okay, that is a pair of threes, and so Celestial Guardian Nyx goes away because I failed
Oh.
the concentration check, which honestly checks out.
Honestly, kind of funny.
As that, okay, so as the spell is ending, Nyx just says, "Oh, ta-ta," and like disappears in a wisp of red smoke.
Bill's just frantically writing everything down as I'm watching this happen.
Ugh.
She's a scientist, and we are the experiment.
Already comments something about posterity's sake.
Yeah. Are there?
Posterity,
I forget.
posterior.
Echo,
What?
are there more checks that I need to roll about this, or are we all done?
So
can't
that
remember.
was 5.
Yeah.
You have 3 more to do.
3 more. Okay, because we destroyed the eyes of one entire giant
Yeah, you failed 2,
because I did.
so you have 1 more giant worth of eyes to do.
Okay.
Okay, there.
Okay, the next one is successful. Perhaps without the looking over your shoulder avatar of Nyx, you are more successful on the next giant. And the final eye is successful. So, you walk away with 8 frost giant eyes.
Great.
All of them intact. None of them are fragile, or any more fragile than they would be anyway. And so the weird part here is it's impossible not to do this and not look into the eye socket of the frost giants. There's no
Sure.
veins. There's no blood. It's just like a smooth, round orbital. It's unsettling.
Yeah, Tess doesn't like doing this and doesn't actually want to have proficiency in medicine. And thank you very much.
Well,
No, thank you.
So, so prestidigitation will allow me to warm a cubic foot of non-living matter for up to an hour. So, Velen is going to pull a scarf out of one of her disguise kits, cast prestidigitation on it, make it warm, and give it to
heated
Tess.
scarf.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Look, you had to do the
Tess.
gross shit. I'm just helping.
Thank you. Tess wraps it all the way around her fingers. I think her fingers are probably still the thing that's cold.
as that is finished, Artie like pokes you, Quill, and he basically says something along the lines of, "All right, our turn," and just like begins shearing hair. And so the two of you are going to be, well, you're gonna roll a survival check, Quill.
Okay. Yeah, Quill looks up as soon as he says that.
Oh my
I
god.
survive.
Look at that.
Yeah, I snap my book shut, kind of push my glasses up, and I just like
Locked in.
follow right after.
Okay. Yeah, no problem. You've skinned game before. This is nothing like that. The flesh is incredibly tough. Fortunately, you have a magic dagger, which makes the shearing of the skin easier, but it doesn't behave like any sort of skin you've ever worked with. It feels, as you're cutting it, more like a very tough metal, like you're cutting through tin. It's really strange. And as you're cutting the skin away, revealing underneath it, not really organs, just like pale purple muscle and black bone. And as you're cutting it away and you peel away the flesh, you have this large, like, swath of frost giant skin that as soon as it's away from the body, it seems to, like, curl in on itself and darken until it's almost black. It's strange.
Yeah, I think if Tess and Velen are there still, I think it's just like you see like Quill lock in and like kind of muttering to herself. She's like, "This is just absolutely fascinating. I've never seen anything like this." And just like, yeah, I mean, just locked in. This is incredible. So Quill's very into it.
Artie says something along the lines of appreciating your style. Go
I
ahead.
think like Tess is fucking cold, but I feel like you could tell Quill that she is staying out to watch because she is watching you, even though she's cold.
Okay. Yeah, Quill will just note that for now.
Can I get a sense of like? Well, no, I guess I can't. Never mind. Go ahead and roll me 4 more survival checks there, Quill. Okay. The worst one was a 17. All right. So you finish with 24 square feet of frost giant flesh. And Artie comes away with 40 pounds of frost giant hair. So I'm going to go ahead and mark that down in the chat here. So 24 square feet, frost giant flesh, 40 pounds of frost giant hair, along with 8 frost giant eyes. Now, on your investigations, you would find that the equipment the frost giants had was, for the most part, kind of mundane. It seems as though their power came from them being innately frost giants. However, in the belt of one of the spellcasting frost giants, Quill, you find a scroll.
Ooh.
Well, snag that thing for myself.
What languages can you speak or read?
Not many. Common, Elvish, Goblin, and Thieves' Cant.
Yeah, you don't know what the scroll is.
Artie can read anything with his glasses.
No. I'll have to wait for Artie to tell me that.
Artie has definitely mentioned he can read anything many times. Hold on. Hold on a minute. Okay. Artie, looks at the scroll, and as he flicks the lens over, he says it's a scroll of heal.
Ooh.
Wow.
Which is a 6th level spell.
Sounds like a test scroll to me.
Quill will tuck it away for now. It's not like I'm hiding it from anyone. It's more of like an assumption. We've collected a lot of stuff recently, both tonight and previously, and I think Quill assumes there is going to be like a group share out at some point. So some
Okay.
people have some things. This is what Quill has for the big group share.
Okay. As this is all happening, and you guys have been dismantling the frost giants, meanwhile, inside the longhouse, Claudia, you are being praised with how valiantly you fought, with how scary the frost giants were, and everyone is basically trying to get a look at you while you're cooking and helping the village elder cook. It's cramped. How well do you handle a bunch of people just ogling you?
She's incredibly bashful.
Okay.
She's pleased that they're happy and grateful, but she's shy and quiet. But does her best to smile and nod as people talk.
Okay. Yeah, it's socially overwhelming. And while this is all happening, and the elder is like trying to like keep your attention on the task at hand, it's difficult. There's people constantly like talking to you. There's like kids pulling at your armor, like trying to get your attention and asking you questions. Like this one little girl keeps on asking if that dog was you over and over and over.
Cute.
And any time that you like are going to answer, someone else like immediately gets in the way.
Claudia keeps trying to say
It was a magic dog that I summoned.
but I'm gonna gaslight this little girl.
Wow. Okay.
I'm gonna tell her I'm a werewolf.
Sure. Roll deception.
Ah!
I mean, you're deceiving. What do you want?
Actually proficient at it. Ooh, I didn't roll great, but it's a child. 13.
Okay. There's a moment of pause where the child's just like, "Wow, can you do it again?"
I can only do it once a day.
She looks very disappointed.
Maybe tomorrow.
She just is frowning and watching as you're preparing coyote meat.
I was like,
I fucked up. The kid hates me.
Yeah. Claudia's great with kids.
The worst thing that's ever happened.
Yeah. Cliff, what are you doing while all this is happening?
Well, Cliff was gonna check out those clubs that were beating the hell out of him, but apparently they're mundane.
Yeah, they're just
So-
big wood. They're just big sticks. They're literally like half tree trunks.
He's gonna be doing his own little celebration. He's got Larry in his hand, and he's got one finger pushed up for a high five.
So 3 little spider legs reach up and right on your finger.
Well done. This is why you're the best partner. Are you feeling all right? I know we took some heavy hits there.
Larry
It's a lot of magic.
Larry nods emphatically.
All right. And he's just gonna give little spider head scritches.
All 8 of the little eyes like close appreciatively
Aw.
as it nuzzles up on your fingertip. And then suddenly, like,
Time.
several other small spiders like appear. The same sort of spiders that generally accompany your attacks. They all seem to be waiting their turn for head scritches.
Absolutely. The thousands and thousands of head scritches.
So anyone with a decent passive perception can see Cliff just like with his back to you guys, his hand raised, just like basically diddling his hand with another one. You
better
can't
than
really
him
see what he's
scratching
doing.
His eyeball hole.
That's true, I suppose. What a horrible way to say that. All right. There is a moment's quiet as the immediate excitement after this big fight, the liberation, I suppose, of Orthwick occurs. As the party, you are invited into the longhouse, and Tess, there's a moment's quiet. And in this quiet, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Sure, boss. 27.
Ooh.
Don't worry about it.
Do we have a moment?
Yeah, you can do whatever you like. We are in the pause in between the big fight and meal being served.
So in the quiet, Velen is gonna sidle up to Tess and go. Notice your celestial guardian is looking a little different.
Sorry, can you say that again, Sal? I think my internet's cutting out a little.
Yes. Velen kind of sidled up to Tess and just like very casually, nonchalantly comments, notice your celestial guardian is looking a little different there.
So that's Nyx.
Aha.
And I told her to get out of my head. And then she didn't do that.
Yeah, that does not look like getting out of your head.
There is a
Nope.
voice that suddenly emerges, and both of you hear it. I'm not in her head.
Ah.
You're in her blood.
No, I'm here.
You're just hanging out.
Yes, I'm here. Hello.
Got it. Hi.
Where is she?
She's
She's
not
a
made a
full-service
physical
god.
appearance.
Sorry, what did you say, Emily?
He's a full-service goddess, that Nyx.
I'm not going to touch that one. I am going to ask you,
That's not
do you need help? Do you need Are you I mean, you get to make your own choices, but do
what?
you need assistance?
I don't know. I think I didn't think I did, and now I'm not so sure.
Okay.
Tess's Tess's hand is kind of like rubbing over the like what's it called? The part that you hold of the hand axe
The
of
haft.
Bayhue, not the haft. That's right, not the sharp part. And she's just sort of rubbing her thumb like along the part that she has on her belt, and she says, "I was so sure that I knew what kind of path I was on, and I made this big change, and I got this legendary weapon, and I don't know if I can keep any of that if this is the change I make."
The path you take is your choice. Your direction is entirely in your hands. I know it may feel like you have pressure to go one way or another, but whatever path you take,
Ellen, if you're half drunk and you've got a good offer, your path is entirely in your, but there's sway.
so you need help not making a choice until you're sober.
Yeah. But the thing is, I don't think I'm gonna get to be sober to make this choice.
How do you mean?
Well, I have until Seeker's blood runs out, which is about 5 days by my count. It was about a week, and we spent some time traveling, so I think about 5 days.
Mm-hmm.
And if I don't do it before then, deal's off, because it has to do with Seeker's blood.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not gonna be free of the influence until Seeker's blood wears off, at which time I'm gonna be real fucking hungover.
You are. Okay. Um shit. I have an idea, but it's stupid. Um
What's the idea? I'm full of stupid ideas.
oh, I just see if I can find a scroll of calm emotion somewhere. Look,
You think
I
that would work? I don't know if it's that simple.
uh it might not do anything, but it probably wouldn't hurt anything.
It probably wouldn't. You're right. We don't need a scroll. That's something that Jamino can give me tomorrow if I pray for it.
You can just fucking do that? Oh my goodness.
Very.
Yeah, it's pretty wild. I've heard it, huh?
Well, it's just not something I can do as a champion. I I get what I get, and I don't get upset. So, I think it's worth trying.
Yeah.
The worst that happens is it doesn't help you, right? And you're no worse off than you are right now.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's true. And in this group, it's probably not a bad thing to have anyway.
Yeah, I could have learned it a while ago, and I wanted to do damage instead, so I didn't take it.
Hey,
So that was,
you sure did some damage at the end of the fight, and it was very useful.
I really felt like a divine instrument for a second there. It was nice.
You really look
I
like
know
a
I
divine instrument. You always
yeah.
do, but
I mean,
I know
I
what you
know
mean.
I know I am, but it felt, I don't know. Sometimes it feels right.
I fear you're getting more holy, Velen. How does that feel?
Part of my role, part of my mission isn't just to climb my own stairs. It's to be the light to guide other people to theirs.
Kind of like how you were guided by that light when you were in that dark place.
Yeah. Yeah. Kind of a theme, really.
Good theme for a good bard. Let's go inside, huh? It's fucking cold.
Okay.
As you guys enter the longhouse, you see that on the far side of the longhouse there is like a kitchen, really more like just a wood-burning stove with a bunch of tables set up around it. And you see Claudia is working with the village elder, preparing coyote, and around them the entire village is just swarming them. Granted, it's only like 18 people, but they are just crowded around asking Claudia tons of questions. Like Cliff, Quill, Tess, Velen, as you guys enter, a lot of the villagers like turn and look at you, and it seems like half the villagers like separate from surrounding Claudia and just crowd the four of you as you enter and are just regaling you with questions and exclamations of how wondrous the fight was and how powerful you are and how cool everything was that they saw you do, and how like the children are like asking all sorts of questions that are maybe a little uncomfortable, like how did you break out of that ice dome, and who was that giant lady, and why was there so much blood, and you shot that guy in the face, like just one thing after another after another. There's not really a moment to breathe in between the questions.
Oh, this is a bard emergency. This is this is Velen is basically in her element at this point. Just
So
like
before
just full on
Velen
extrovert mode, I think.
before
So,
Velen has the answer to this problem,
right, okay. I'll let other people do things.
so Quill, what do you do in this situation with a dozen people basically just flim-flamming all over you?
Well, in this situation, Quill completely rolls with it. I pull out my mug, I fill it up with some ale, put my arms around a couple of them, and just start like just filling in. I'm like just filling in all the questions. I'm just answering all of them.
Okay.
Like, I've made up who the woman is at this point. If they ask me, like I'm just like, oh,
Oh, God.
she's a part of the group. She's obviously the prettiest one. I've just met her
She just shows
recently, but yeah, I just like, yeah.
Okay.
Tess is like, oh my gosh, thank you.
Uh,
Tess thinks that you're doing this for her benefit.
how does Cliff handle this?
Gonna just say, well, I think this calls for a celebration, and try and lead into a song.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
almost like
Velen will take that cue and just pull out the panpipes and start just working
Jamming.
with Cliff.
okay, and
Suddenly impromptu jam session.
You gotta remember
Tess.
Cliff's a performance guy, so
Yeah, no,
Okay.
this is great.
So we'll get to that in a moment. Tess, how do you handle it?
Um,
Because remember, not that long ago, the entire town was looking at you with suspicion, and now they're like, whatever, that doesn't matter. This lady shot red and black shit out of herself, and it killed frost giants.
uh-huh. Yeah, I think Tess is very much prepared for derision and is confused that she doesn't get it.
Okay.
And it takes her a second. I think that she has to like I think that she kind of freezes a little bit. But then eventually, like after she sort of sees that, like, oh, okay, things actually seem okay, and people don't, because she also is processing a lot from that fight and how like her magic was different and weird.
Oh, sure.
Um, and she doesn't feel all the way comfortable with it. But I think what she does feel comfortable with is when it becomes clear that they're kind of entertaining these people, she'll like look at the kids and use thaumaturgy to make the fire turn colors and kind of like step into that like sort of supportive performative role. She can't like play instruments and stuff like Velen and Cliff can, but she'll kind of lean in on the side of doing tricks.
Okay. So in this case, Velman and Cliff, we're going to need performance checks from you. So Cliff, you can roll a performance to assist. Okay.
uh,
That's a
hang
17.
on.
So
I'm gonna add my fiddler's boon of luck to that.
okay.
Yay!
Aww. Fiddler will
It just seems appropriate.
It does.
Truly the best use of that boon.
Very good.
21. Valen, you get to roll performance at advantage and then add 5. So 30. It's a party. The
Party time.
longhouse turns into a party. It is, well, a great time. Let me see here. So you have advantage, Claudia, on the preparing of this coyote meat because you're being assisted by the elder. So
Oh, yeah.
roll me a survival at advantage.
Whoop. I rolled a dirty 20. You make a mean coyote.
Yeah, you stretch the coyote meat out very well. And on top of the performance that's being played by your allies, on top of everything else, everyone is just having a great fucking time. As music is playing, as everyone is having, well, a moment of reprieve after what is probably the darkest time in a long time for this village. You guys, you entertain. You are met with gratitude and a peaceful night.
Would it be possible for me to seek out the widow that I was talking to at the gravesite?
Yeah, you could find her.
I would like to have taken just a little scrap of like clothing or something, nothing like valuable, and just sort of quietly give that to her and say, listen, they weren't really in the mood to talk, so I can't tell you why they came here. But you now know that your husband is at least avenged.
She takes it from you with both hands. And as she does, she like clutches it between your fingertips and holds it to her chest. Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm sorry we didn't get here earlier. But now it's on you to grow and do the hard work. I know you can.
She nods. And then before you can step away, she pulls you into a hug.
Tess hugs back warmly and will kind of, she'll just inscribe the 3 Gemino eyes on a piece of paper. And say, listen, you don't have to be the praying type, but if you're having a hard time, Gemino is helpful with change to me. And if Gemino is helpful to you too, that's a place that you can turn.
She looks at it a little warily, but she takes it. Roll me a persuasion check.
Sure. Oh, I have advantage on this because of fake you. Oh, I've said normal roll. Nope, not a natural one. Hopefully a different thing than that. 13.
Okay. She accepts the symbol from you. And she looks at it for a long time. You're not sure if she's convinced, but you do see resolve on her face.
I know that gods aren't necessarily the most popular, and that's understandable. But I think first look to your community, and then look to your inner strength. And if you need a god to help, don't be afraid to reach out.
She nods
My
again.
name is Tessellation. You can care of the wild hearts. We typically live in Endsmeet. If you need me, let me know.
Eventually, she looks at you again and she just says, Tandy makes.
Nice to meet you, Tandy Megs.
She tucks the symbol away in the thick poncho she's wearing. And then she just kind of sits down and she says, I want to think about this.
That's a good place to start.
She doesn't say anything else.
Tess is gonna touch her shoulder and give her guidance, and will then kind of disappear into the crowd and let her think about it.
Okay. As you kind of vanish back to the rest of the town, and dinner is being served. Claudia, please roll me 2d6.
Okay. Eight.
Everyone who eats the coyote dinner, prepared by Claudia and the Elder, gets 10 temporary hit points.
Wow.
It is hearty. It's a little gamey, but it tastes good. The flavors and spices that were used, they're delicious. Is there anything else anybody else wants to accomplish tonight before we proceed on to a rest?
Oh,
Velen is going
sorry.
to demand that Cliff dance with her
ah!
before the night is over.
I love that.
Just FYI.
Well, Cliff, I hope you're light on your feet.
Lighter than he looks.
Well, I mean, monk. Well, not monk, pugilist.
Not a
Same
monk.
difference. Okay, but fast.
Yeah.
And fist.
He will happily dance, and I would imagine that Larry is on top of his head also dancing.
Cute!
That is fucking adorable
Aw.
and disturbing. I love that.
There's definitely a birth given around you guys as you're dancing in the center of the longhouse. It's definitely like people like that you're dancing. Villagers are not super comfortable with the spider on your head,
With
but
Larry.
it is what it is. This is nothing new for you, Cliff.
Not remotely.
You guys can roll performance to see how well you dance if you'd like.
Sure.
No.
2 left feet.
Do you want an inspiration?
I've got one. I'll use one.
Okay.
Okay.
A 12.
You know what? Doable.
Rather than just the leading.
Yeah.
Okay. Cliff is, it's clear he's danced before. Velen is like, clear. It's like a ballroom dancer dancing with a commoner.
Oh my God, we're on Dancing with the Stars.
Basically. Cliff is more limber than you first might have expected. But there's a lot of near missteps. However, it's a perfectly suitable performance, and you both have a good time.
If dancing starts, Quill is immediately up, and whichever townsperson, first, eye contact, I'll start dancing with that person. Like, as soon as they get up to start dancing, Quill's like, oh, all right.
Yeah, sure. I think, actually, the fisherman, Randall Davos, the guy that first recruited you guys, is the one you'd catch first. So this older, 40-year-old human, you just kind of sweep him off his feet. You start dancing with him, and you catch him by surprise. But he's a good sport about it. Roll performance. $11.
Oh.
He surprises you by being a little bit more deft on his feet than you expected. So once he gets over the initial shock of you pulling up onto his feet, he begins leading you in the dance. He rolled a 12.
That's
So
okay.
it's close.
Quill's still just loving every moment.
They're both still above average.
It's true.
Listen, if there's a dance party happening, Tess will get up and cross the room to Claudia and lift her eyebrows expectantly and be like, you're too good a dancer not to be out there.
Okay. Yeah, it's been a minute. I don't. Okay.
She'll do her best.
Okay. Claudia?
Can I roll acrobatics instead of performance?
If you want, you
Can I get
can.
weird with it?
Better
Love
than
to.
anybody I
Well-
know. Go ahead and roll acrobatics instead of performance if you want.
It's gonna be. There's a lot of flailing, artistic flailing, because I rolled a 25.
Okay. Tess,
I'm limber.
You pull Claudia onto the dance floor, and
It's like break dancing.
it's like a interpretive dance that starts happening. It's not what you expected, but it's in rhythm. And it is undeniably a very impressive acrobatic feat. How does Tess react to that?
Tess is pleased. Tess, this is exactly what Tess wanted, and since they're all up there anyway, Tess will also. I'm not going to force Dooch isn't here, but I think Tess will also try to get all of the wild hearts up there, and she will.
I'm sure
she'll
you can.
Even she'll even dance a little bit herself.
Okay, so Claudia is doing her acrobatics dance, and I think Velen is going to try to copy her acrobatics dance, even though she has much worse acrobatics than
Go
Claudia.
for it. Roll acrobatics, Velen. That's
roll.
that's pretty damn good.
Oh, it's nearly as good.
I was expecting it to be a
perfect time.
terrible roll, but it wasn't.
You're just a slight bit
She's so
out of sync.
she's
It's
so
super
hyped
close.
up. She just starts whooping like a crazy lady.
We're so good as a K-pop group.
None of the commoners attempt anything close.
They'd get hurt.
It's a spectacle.
Yeah.
They don't even
we're
consider
here to-
trying.
Yeah.
Okay. So as the the frolicking and revelry continue on into the night.
Love frolicking.
Okay.
Before we rest, Echo, I do want to have one divine inspiration roll for Tess since she didn't do it today.
Okay, go ahead. Roll
Just
divine
in case.
intervention.
Jermino and or Nyx is listening.
13. Oh no, 30. Never mind.
30. Nope.
Okay. I'm very curious what you would have used it for, but all right.
Oh, she rolls it every day, and it's to help her. It's to help her get a lead. I mean, most days it's to help her get a lead on their target, to get a lead on their on her quarry for whoever it is has X.
Okay, got it. Well, yeah, when you reach out for the divine intervention, the connection to Jumino just doesn't feel very strong at the moment. Not that she's gone, it just doesn't feel like she is all the way here. Which is the same feeling you get every time you fail the divine intervention.
Yep.
Okay, so as we proceed on into the night, and the revelry kind of quiets down, a lot of the townsfolk have gone to bed. You guys, do you take a watch, or do you trust the safety of the village?
I'd like a watch.
Okay.
Wouldn't kill us to have a watch.
Watches seems like it would be good.
Yeah, Quill's very much pro watch.
Okay. Then I'm going to go ahead and move you guys to the camp watch order. Go ahead and allocate yourselves to where you are going to be paying attention to what's going on outside.
Cliff can take first.
I want to go on Velen's watch.
Oh, good, because I wanted to go on Claudia's watch.
Hooray!
Okay, so Cliff is first. Velen and Claudia second. If Tess and Quill want to have a watch, I can put Artie on fourth.
Did you want to do a watch with me or no?
Oh my god, I would totally love to
Okay.
do a watch with.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Artie is on fourth watch with.
Unless there's something that you would prefer to do by yourself.
No.
With
This is
Barry.
good.
Okay. Then we're gonna go ahead and get into the first watch. So Cliff,
Ew,
how you doing?
doing good.
That's good.
He feels good. He's happy. He's just, the songs are still in his head. He's bobbing.
Sure. Yeah. In the warmth of the longhouse, it is very warm in here at this point. The energy that's been fulfilling it all night, and the fires that are lit in the hearth and the stove, it is warm and comfortable and cozy. And you have a good perspective on what's going on outside. Go ahead and roll me a perception and a D100. $17. Okay. Okay, Cliff, your watch passes without incident. If there's something you'd like to accomplish, you can. Otherwise, it's
He'll
quiet.
wake up the next group.
Okay. Claudia and Velen. Velen, you're not concentrating on anything, so I'm going to go ahead and
Okay. Yeah, that was just from the
Enhance ability.
Yeah.
enhanceability, yeah.
Okay, so a magic missile comes out of nowhere and breaks your concentration, and you wake up.
Probably was not concentrating while asleep anyway. I don't think that happens.
Hmm.
I don't actually, never mind. Anyway, so we set up on our watch.
Yep.
Do we both roll, or do you want to roll with advantage?
Is it perception?
Yee.
I mean, I'll be using my nose. You might want to use your eyes.
Okay. So each roll.
I sniff.
Okay,
I
so Velen
don't-
roll straight, Claudia roll with advantage.
26. Sniff.
Damn.
Sniff check.
It's a very impressive sniff.
I paid for this nose. I'm gonna use it.
Okay. With a 26, there is a hint.
Coyote meat was delectable.
There is a hint of a familiar scent on the air, Claudia, but you can't place it. It's distant,
What?
lingering. Oh,
26.
don't panic. Yeah, with a 26, you smell something that triggers almost a nostalgic scent, but you can't figure it out.
Can you describe what notes I'm getting? I have a very nuanced sniffer. Is there oak,
No,
grape,
by all means, keep guessing.
Maybe just
ash,
listing wine.
Oak.
blood,
It's
oaky afterbirth?
no, there's no gross. Afterbirth?
What the fuck? I know a lot about wine.
Oh my goodness. You broke Echo.
If I had a nickel for every time someone mentioned a wine's afterbirth. Okay. The only note that I can really comment on is it's slightly like earthy, but
Does
it's
it evoke like an inherent
nostalgia.
positive, negative, neutral? Nostalgia
Nostalgic.
typically for me means good, so I'll go with it.
It's nostalgic.
Like wistful.
Yeah. It makes you think of times past slightly. It's just a hint of it.
It's just normally Claudia's times past aren't good ones, but I'll take it.
You do not
There's gotta be some
immediately
good ones
feel
in there.
trauma as you smell this.
Hooray!
I heard
I
Sal
felt that
laughing
immediately.
through
Yeah,
my
I heard
headset.
Sal laugh from the other room.
Okay.
Okay.
That's what you get, which is a very subtle hint. Like, I really cannot emphasize. It's just the slightest tinge of it on the
Gotcha.
air.
Okay.
In other words, Gideon is right outside. No.
Yeah.
Brian.
Roll me a D100, please. One of you.
Stupid.
Dibs.
Okay.
Okay.
5.
5.
As
Oh, that would have been Tess's divine
it would have,
intervention.
but
Yeah.
you're not Tess. Okay, so what happens is, while it's your watch, you hear the wind pick up outside. Snow begins to fall heavily, and as it gets much, much harsher in weather, you're still cozy and comfortable inside, but with that high perception check, you cannot hear or see a fucking thing outside.
There is winter like out there.
Yeah, I know you don't really like that anymore.
Honestly, I was never much of a fan, even before I died that time.
Right. Yeah.
It was a good party, though.
Yeah. So, do you remember when we talked before heading out? That you suggested writing a song
Yeah.
for Jericho?
Yeah.
I was hoping maybe you'd work together on that with me.
Sure.
Cause I don't know how to play an instrument or sing, and I guess it doesn't have to be a good song, but it'd be nice if it was.
Yeah, we can do it together. I know all I know how to do really is play instruments and sing. So, between the two of us, I'm sure we can make it work. But I guess for your song, for your brother that was,
Mm-hmm.
I guess, what is the message you really want to send?
Well, the main thing that I really want him to understand is that I don't want him to kind of be hung up on the past. So he doesn't need to feel obligated to stick around. I mean, I'd like for him to still be around, but if that's not possible, I want him to feel like he can move forward and be who he could have been if he hadn't been raised the way that we had been, without all the baggage. Like, this is his new opportunity.
Velen is going to sort of rise up and just sort of glomp on Claudia and give her a hug. And she's going to say, hi. I think that the best way that I can help you write this song, I'm going to ask you to write a letter to your brother, and then you can give it to me, and I can turn it into something with notes. And I think the best way for this to be your voice is to start with your voice.
Okay. Should I write it? Like, as far as I understand it, as far as Pyrrhus let me understand it, is that he can't acknowledge who he used to be. So I'm worried that if I'm too direct, it will cause a problem for whatever his deal or whatever thing brought him back. Will undo it if it's somehow perceived that I know, So
I think that if you start writing out the message, I will try to twist it at a funny angle so it'll be more oblique, and I'll show it to you. And maybe between the two of us, we can angle it so that it isn't... I don't know. I feel like anytime I write a music, there's honesty in it. There's truth. But it's often sideways. It's often twisted. I find truth easier when you don't look directly at it, when you approach it at an angle. I kind of do it a lot.
I wasn't going to say anything.
But I think if you can write out the words to start with, I can try to put my twisty in your straightforward, and maybe we can get somewhere together.
It's a good idea. I'll start working on something.
Okay.
I'm not going to assume that. And her eyes kind of slant toward Artie, his bag specifically. I'm not going to assume that blade that we found, it belongs, or its boon belongs to me, because I know it doesn't. But I've made my statement about what I would like to do with it, and I guess that's all I can do.
I don't even... Tess had like 3 different ideas on top of the ideas I already had, and I don't even know what to do about that thing. But I know we're going to have to talk about it, all of us.
Yeah. Maybe when we kind of understand things more, like what it can really do. I feel like I need to know more about Jericho's situation, like what brought him back and why and how, and I can't really make a good counter argument for why he should be put back the way he was if I don't know his circumstance, I guess.
Yeah.
So I need more time to work on that.
I know I wasn't nice about it when you said it, and I'm sorry about that. I was a little... I don't even know the word for what I was. I just... I don't know. I'm sorry that I was mean.
You weren't. And I think that I needed to be presented with the fact that my needs aren't greater than anybody else's in the party, even if I happen to feel my own more strongly.
I mean,
we'll figure out the best choice for that blade that we can all agree on.
Yeah. I mean, as long as it's not already selling the thing, I'm sure we'll be able to come up with something.
No,
Huh?
no,
What?
that wouldn't
Huh?
happen.
Like Artie looks up.
Claudia pets his head,
Huh.
like to soothe him back to sleep.
And just immediately, like his face slumps back down.
Your impression is perfect.
It was great. It was very funny. Oh
Like-
god.
His face slumps back down onto like Barry. Um,
I'll try to find some answers to my Jericho problem, and in the meantime, I'll work on my letter.
Yeah. So, I guess that was Nyx,
What?
Tess's sexy guardian.
Oh, yeah, it didn't look like you.
Yeah. Was not me. Definitely not me.
it certainly
Hey.
was not.
Claudia like whips around.
Do you so seated
Hello?
like crisscross applesauce with a glass of wine,
Well-
slightly ephemeral, is a woman with scarlet red
She-
hair, leaning back, not next to you guys, but nearby.
Hello, ma'am.
Hello.
Oh, has she always been there? Have you always been there?
How do you define always?
I don't know.
I know she was hanging out earlier.
Mhm.
Why?
I'm curious.
I think she wants Tess's butt.
It is a nice butt.
What do you want with Tez?
I'm offering Tess an opportunity.
The one that you offered Seeker?
No. No. Seeker took that chance. Entirely of his
Is that
own
why
doing.
you didn't? Is that why you didn't protect him?
I cannot protect a mortal from their own mistakes.
He did make some stupid choices.
When one crosses the goddess of vengeance, murder, and betrayal, one may find themselves at the end of a very short rope.
You'd think that the goddess of betrayal would plod the betrayal.
Not if it's a lazy one. I don't know the details. It's not really my business.
We didn't
I
even know what
find-
Seeker was up to before he got
I
killed.
knew a little.
What?
Let's just say Seeker discussed his ambitions with us. Well, with me. And, well, Dawes was probably in favor, but it was definitely an ambitious plan. And it appears to... I mean, once it went astray, there wasn't much to be done.
If I remember
What-
right, it was ill-advised.
So, what exactly is this offer for, Tess? Like,
Oh. Would you like to know?
yes. Yeah, I would. Does Tess understand it?
Of course. I've been very clear. Within Tess, a modicum of Seeker's blood exists in her system, and it will for a few more days. While it does, I offer her the means to take that power for herself.
So, like, become a vampire without the choice to let another vampire drink you.
Exactly.
Does that make you different than a regular vampire?
There are small differences.
Like how bitten and born lichens are different?
Yes.
Oh.
That's a very adequate analogy.
I am very adequate sometimes.
It means she'd be a true Nixian vampire, which I believe they go by kindred, which is a weird distinction.
Oh, you don't care?
I don't care about much.
Ella kind of leans back on her hands. Ha.
But it does mean she might have an easier time controlling hunger than poor, vanquished old Seeker did.
Would she have to be a cleric of you?
No. No.
You don't care about that? I guess you
I
don't care about
don't
much.
care
You just said
about
so.
much.
But you care about her taking your offer.
Oh,
But you
I would
must. You're
love.
here.
I would love if she became a vampire. Oh, this is just an avatar. This is just a smidgen
Yep,
of what I
just
can do.
Casual, godly avatar in a longhouse.
They can do that, yeah,
Oh.
if they feel like it.
I don't do it nearly as much as Tindra does.
That doesn't surprise me at all, actually.
No, she's very comfortable with her earthly desires.
So, beside that, it's a choice that she can make.
Of course. I'm not going to
You're
force
not
her.
making
Good
her
choice.
do anything. Okay. It's, I guess, the most important part.
And the choice is hers
Mm-hmm.
to do with her soul.
Mm-hmm. Well, part of the sticky bit, when you become a vampire the traditional way, your soul is dead.
Oh, so it wouldn't be this way?
It would be in a limbo. It's not a wound to the soul. The soul is not gone or perished. It's something else, juxtaposed. Still alive, still well, but certainly not
But
dead.
she wouldn't be alive.
Well, mechanically, she would classify as an undead.
Right?
That's what the monster manual says.
So you're spending this time until the offer expires trying to persuade her?
I'm mostly watching and paying attention. I think her persuasion is mostly her doing it to herself.
Are you playing
That
fair?
is usually the way that seduction works.
I am, well, never truly fair. But I'm not bending the rules in my favor, if that's what you mean.
Okay.
Claudia, Tess compared it to being intoxicated, and I think that she probably has the right of it. I
She's
don't.
always intoxicated.
She's charmed
Oh,
Mm.
by
I know
seekers.
she had that problem for. This is different. I understand. This is different.
It is a little different, but
You know what a ghoul is.
Yeah,
She was.
right? I only learned that after it was over.
yes, it was something that the timing on was. Unfortunate.
I cannot comment on the communication between your party members. That is your problem.
No, I wasn't commenting on the communication. I was commenting on the timing of her becoming a ghoul. It was
And
like
Seeker's
5 minutes,
death.
and then he was dead.
Mm.
Talk about buyer's remorse.
I think that was Saren's doing. I think she was opportunistic as to do as much harm as she could.
Oh, she's good at
Sounds
that.
She's a bit of a bitch.
Aren't we all?
Well, thanks for clarifying that, ma'am.
Please, just call me
You're really
Nix.
calling Nyx ma'am?
Nix.
I've never.
Calling
actually,
me
never mind.
ma'am is a bit like putting golden plumbing in an outhouse. It just doesn't belong.
Oh, okay. Got it.
Mm-hmm.
Claudia doesn't know where to look now.
As you were, I'm just around.
She has got to be so bored.
Oh, no. Never. as like with the never, she vanishes from view.
Oh, there she goes.
Velena's gonna just pull out her sketch pad.
Do you think Tess knows all that stuff? Like that'd be a little different than how Seeker was a kindred?
I don't know how much Tess knows. And I don't know how clear she feels about any of it.
Right, because you said she's being influenced by.
He said I suggested, and maybe this is a dumb idea, but I suggested she could try casting calm emotions and see if she could get any clarity, and maybe I'll talk to her about this when she does that. See if
I think that's probably a good idea.
I mean, you can also talk to her. I am not. You
Um,
also had this conversation.
I think you're better at words than I am.
I don't know. You seem to do pretty well just now,
You're bard.
except for the ma'am part.
You're literally spec'd to explain things better than me.
I am better at persuading than you are. When we're talking about facts, I think that either of us can communicate just
Velen,
fine.
I don't think there's anyone whose opinion matters more to Tess than you.
Well, that used to be true.
I don't think that's changed. Just because you talked, finally, thank you for that, by the way, that you talked about it doesn't mean it's changed overnight.
I don't know.
Well, maybe just,
I'll try.
yeah.
I think that's probably about what I had for RP. I don't know if Penn has more.
Yep.
Okay, so as your conversation comes to an end and you continue your watch, the only thing that happens is the weather gets harsh. And your
Well,
watch
outside
finishes
is
without
quite
further
cold.
incident. So,
Velen works on doing a draw.
you eventually awaken Tess and Quill.
Bedtime! Nothing happened. It's fucking cold. Oh, Nyx is still around. I'm going to sleep.
Great.
The
She's-
pretty lady.
Well,
She was actually pretty reasonable. Good night, Tess.
yeah. She's the pretty lady. Thank you for covering for me with those kids, by the way. I appreciate it.
Who, me?
Yes.
Well, I'm just telling them what I know. The party seems to have a lot of people with them, and apparently the pretty lady's part of it.
Oh. Oh. Oh, I thought you were covering for me. That's Nyx. She's the goddess of vampires, and that was my celestial. It's a spell. And usually my celestial doesn't look like that. Tess says incredibly defensively.
Quill's face will go through a bit of contortion, right? As like I just take the information in. Oh, I see. So I realized I didn't ask you about your god the other night, but now I guess I'm learning.
She's not technically my god. It's complicated. It's
You'll see.
Nyx
Quill.
wants
Oh, sorry.
Nyx wants me to. You know what? We don't have to talk about it. You have a lot to take in,
Well,
and
we
it's fine.
could.
Quill. But the pretty lady.
As before, you mentioned Nyx's name, and you both see in your peripheral a scarlet woman with brilliant red hair seated with a glass of wine up here, sitting crisscross applesauce, leaning away from you in a reclining position.
I think Quill takes out the everfull mug, fills it up, and kind of cheers her.
She tips the wine glass towards you with a bright, cheery smile, with a little bit too much teeth in it.
Tess tries very hard not to just. She's like, I'm gonna do my perception check.
Nyx like raises the wine glass with a swill and says, "Would you like one, dear?"
I'm trying to abstain.
Hmm.
Thank you.
Go ahead and roll perception. Are you distracted?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Uh, sh- like it's not clear whether she's looking at Nyx or the wine or both. And I rolled terribly, which is great. I don't know, for some reason it didn't go. My rolls keep not going through, but I rolled a 7 and a 14.
Okay. What's the total?
Yeah, 14 is the higher. I
Oh,
have a
okay.
sentinel shield. So I have advantage.
Gotcha. Okay, 14. Quill, are you rolling perception?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I would argue Quill is not actually distracted. I think Quill's like being jovial and whatnot, but is just assessing the situation completely. Like, who is this person who seems to have a lot of power?
Okay, roll an insight check. Okay, so Quill, you being from major cities, you would have had the chance to see and would have heard of godly avatars passing through. That's a thing that you would have witnessed or heard of.
Okay.
And the presence around an avatar is kind of unmistakable. It's an aura that you kind of, it's like a constant breeze or a feel or a smell that the avatars give off. And it is a sense of radiant power that you can't quite describe, but it's definitely there. It's tangible. This woman, it doesn't feel as strong as like when an avatar of Melisandre was passing through town. But there's definitely like a sensation of quiet power coming from this woman. It's like it's a slight intimidation that's mellow and mild, but it's there. But she seems remarkably cheery.
Okay, Quill just is gonna take all of this in, kind of make a mental note that Tess seems to be into something deep, and we'll try and keep things jovial with the jovial, powerful redheaded lady.
Mm-hmm. Do you, like, Tess, what are you doing as you're trying to pay attention?
Tess is, I think, she's trying to keep watch. She keeps getting distracted by the avatar of Nyx. I think she was planning to maybe try to talk to Quill, but now she's kind of flustered. I think
Mhm.
she's gonna just sort of take out Feihu and like kind of swing it around like in that way that she's doing when she works on her like weapon focus.
Sure.
But I don't know how much that is, how possible that is, how much room there is, etc.
So when it's clear you're not like addressing Nyx or not talking to her, you mentioned her name, which is when she appeared. But when it's clear you're not talking to her, she goes away. She vanishes after a few moments.
Tess knows that.
Huh?
Chess takes note of that.
Yeah. I do need a D100 though.
Oh yeah, of course. Do you want to roll it? You want to roll it, AJ?
Sure.
You get the impression that Nyx only appears when it seems like you guys are talking about her or to her. With a 73, okay. Hold on. Over the heavy winds and the sounds of winter outside, with a 28 on your perception, Quill, you hear the distant howl of wolves.
Oh no.
That's it, though.
A woo.
Yeah, many a woo.
Those are our friends.
Yeah. I think as I hear it, I'll kind of lean over to Tess and say, "So, I noticed that one of us seems to spend time as a wolf at times."
Yes, Claudia. She was born with lycanthropy.
Again, Quill just taking everything in.
Yeah.
Hey, maybe under my breath you'll hear me like, kind of mumble something kind of art. I thought Archie was the strange one. Uh,
No,
I,
no, we're all pretty strange.
she travel with friends, a pack, or
Oh, um, it's not really all the way my story to tell, but originally there was another Wild Heart, her brother. Um, one of the first kind of quests the thing that brought us all together as the Wild Hearts, when we arrived in Endsmeet, there was a war between two sides of the lycanthropes. There were the kind that wanted to enforce their way of living on others, and there were the kind that wanted to live and let live. We, kind of fought back the ones that were trying to infect everyone and reign supreme. And in the course of that fight, we lost her brother.
it's a terribly sad story. And I didn't mean to pry. In fact, and I'll kind of point to my ear and then point in the direction of where I heard the howling to say, I actually meant to suggest I'm hearing something in the distance.
Oh, I see. That was very insightful of me. Oh, those I don't think are her pack. No, but she does. I mean, she does have a way with wolves.
Fair enough. We might just keep our ears open for whether we need her to help us out or not.
You have very sharp ears, and I appreciate them. Usually, I'm better at that. I've been a little distracted lately. I apologize for that.
Oh, well, as you said, things are complicated. I can accept that.
So you don't have any complications in your past, then?
Uh, a very direct question. So, like, Quill, like, square up, right? um, well, I mean, I did travel south across the border where there's a war starting up, simply because of book in my hand. So, we could say I'm running towards something, but that might be a story about running away as well.
Are your people safe? I mean, if you are running away, are the people that you left behind, if there are any?
Well, left behind's an interesting question. I think as I said, sometimes one has to set out on their own, and those who might have been your people at one point are no longer your people, and you're going to seek your fortune in new people.
That is a very diplomatic way
Not answering the
to
question.
say that you've severed from some people, perhaps without their consent.
I'll kind of wink, like, you get, 2 points to test kind of thing, and smile and say, I'm not used to telling people things. You might have noticed even tonight, I'm not even used to being able to take credit for my wins. Party was a very
Right.
nice surprise for me.
Well, in this party, we give credit where it's due, and you were remarkably handy with that bow. I don't know what sort of
Pistol.
thing you were doing, but whatever that thing is that your kit was. Oh, pistol. You're right. Thank you, Cliff. Whatever that thing was that you were doing with your pistol seemed really effective.
I'll take the compliment and kind of hold up my arm that has like the contraption. Say, thank you. I've really worked to hone my skill. Lots of studying and practice.
I happen to know from something long ago in my past that one does not get very good at practicing something unless one has a very good reason to.
Yeah, big smile from Quill. I know, very right. It was very useful for the folks who I used to work for. They put a lot of time and effort into my learning. I know you're seeking more information, and maybe I'll
No.
learn how to be able to share that, but secrets have been my way of surviving, you might understand.
I understand. I think the kinds of people that I'm seeking to hunt down right now are those secret keepers. So I'm trying to, learn their ways. But that doesn't mean not all groups, not all guilds are the same, I suppose you could say.
Quill's not trying to just be completely deceptive. It's just that like Quill has no skill in sharing information because this is like completely new.
Totally get it.
So like when you say guild, right? Like I was like, do I roll? Do I not? But I think like you'll see like that, like Quill's like, oh, a thing was figured out, right? So just like where you're kind of asking questions, I'm trying to point out where like Quill's body language would be like, yep, you got that. You're headed in the right direction. So that one would have been like a headed in the right direction kind of response.
Love it. I think for Tess's part, it's possible that Quill thinks that Tess has put more together than she has. Tess is thinking about a rogue guild, but does not necessarily know that Quill is a rogue. She's just thinking about secret.
I think that works perfectly because Quill would be completely overanalyzing the situation and like time.
They're both just completely missing each other.
Yeah,
completely
there's two different conversations going on.
Love it.
Well, again, it seems like to turn the tables. You said it's complicated. You've got a lot to think about. But I'm always happy to be a sounding board as you think through your options.
I appreciate it. If you happen to know anything about vampires, I would welcome the information.
Is there any reason Quill would know anything about vampires?
Are you proficient in Arcana?
Remember.
No,
Nope.
you are not. So you can roll a history check, but the DC is very high.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay. 25. Yeah, you know some things about vampires. In the criminal enterprise, there's a lot of them. They like to go by the name Kindred. That they are frequently in positions of power. They often are seen as, in the criminal world, Kindred or vampires are very solid anchor points when it comes to like dealing with people. Kindred are generally reliable as almost like a static element in crime. They usually have a lot of connections. They're usually very safe to do business with. Unless they're a Venatori kindred, in which case, avoid them.
Okay. And that would have even come like as far north as where Quill's coming from.
Oh, that's
I
worldwide, baby. That is everywhere.
Okay. So is it possible I would have even maybe interacted?
Oh,
maybe I don't remember.
Oh, you would have interacted with them. You don't maybe remember the details, but you've interacted with them before.
Okay. Yeah, okay, so with all of that, Tess, well, I don't know if I can tell you much. Given my previous work, I might have bumped into a few along the way. I can say I remember them being fairly trustworthy, unless they're not, and then when they're not, they're the opposite of trustworthy, I guess you'd say. Don't know if that helps you at all.
No, that's rings true to my experience. Let's put it that way.
Fair enough.
Off in the distance, Kaina Nachitari like sneezes.
You should ask Artie about his best friend sometime.
That the raccoon?
The
his best friend is a
Ryan the
vampire.
vampire.
What was that? His best friend what?
He has a lot of best friends. He has a lot of best friends. One of them is a very powerful vampire.
Oh, I see. Okay, so not the raccoon.
Hidden lore. Rhinon is a
I mean,
vampire.
for all I know, for all I know, the raccoon could also be a vampire. Who knows with a talking raccoon?
True enough.
I am very sorry to tell you that things are not going to get less weird around us. They will only get weirder. So, be prepared for that.
I was actually thinking I'm gonna have to pick up more notebooks next time we're in a town. You all are filling them up.
Yeah, I'm happy to give you scratch paper if you like.
So, I do have a question for you. You're a holy person.
I am.
How clear is the difference between good and evil? Do you know it when you see it or when you read it?
What a fascinating question to ask a Domino cleric. Well, I think different holy people would give you different answers. My god happens to be the god of perspective, and she understands why the warlord pillages and why the mother protects her child and why the hero stands up for justice. But they're all perspectives. And Jamino gives them. I mean, Jamino is incredible. She gives them pretty equal weight. She understands why people do things. That's sort of what she does. And so I think Jamino would maybe say that the difference between good and evil really doesn't have anything to do with holiness at all. It has to do with what you think is good or evil. What does the person doing the thing think in their heart? What is their perspective? And do they know themselves well enough to be honest about that? That's probably not a very helpful answer to your question.
Quill looks very unsettled. Well, it's helpful insofar you're being truthful with me. It does leave me with more questions, but I might have to think on it for a bit.
Is there a specific circumstance that you're thinking about?
I'll pull out that book that I've been carrying around. It's not like a secret. Down to this book, and I think it might be my purpose. And there's a couple of voices in it, and I'm not sure which one's the good one and which one's the bad one. So, figure you being the holy person, you might be able to help me figure it out. But now it sounds like they're both the good ones, or maybe not. Maybe they're both the bad ones, and it depends on the perspective. But now I'm not sure if it's my
Well-
perspective or their perspective.
Well, I think that they both want things, right? And it's up to you to decide, do you think that that entity's intentions are good and will lead to results that you believe in, or do you think that entity's intentions will lead to results that you don't, that are deceptive and that you don't believe in, and that will cause harm?
Okay, I again kind of square up on you when you say all of that, and I've had my Everfull cup, which I will just note is like watered down wine when it fills up. That's like in the description, and I'll like cheers you and take a big sip, and then kind of like nod to you and say, "Now I'll tell you something truthful about myself, Tess. This is the first time I have ever had to make a decision like that in my entire life."
A decision like what?
Make a determination like that for myself.
I see. Well, welcome to the power of your own perspective.
Well, thank you very much. So far, it's led me to vampires, lycanthropes, and whatever Artius.
A chaos muppet. And
Fair
sort
enough.
of half goblin, I would say. By culture, if not by birth. But I will say, Quill, I'm happy to give you counsel on this if you want to share more with me and ideally with all of us, but I really am serious. Their intentions, whatever this entity is, their intentions are going to be their intentions regardless. All you can do is decide what choices you want to make about directing those intentions if you can. And they're going to do what they do, and you're going to decide how to be a river for those choices to happen or not. But it is your choice. That's the important part.
I'll just kind of smile and lean back. Thank you very much, Holy Person Tess. I'm going to think on that.
You're welcome.
Going to assume the conversation winds down a bit here.
Mm-hmm.
As it
That
does.
was all I had.
Okay. As it does, you guys, your watch passes without further incident. You are not disturbed by Nyx again. As your watch ends, one of you eventually does awaken Artie. Go ahead and, I get to roll for Artie, so. Okay. Okay. Rolled a 19 on that percentile, which means nothing happens. So, all of you can hit the long rest button. As you are awoken by Artie, conveying that it is now the morning and it is a heavy snow outside. Actually, I don't think Artie would tell you that. I think you just learned that by existing.
Velen is like,
Mm-mm.
just like tantrum. Just
Yep.
like,
But you are all bid farewell and thanks once again by the village of Orthwick. You have done them a good service as the Ends Watch. You have saved them from the frost giants, and you have recovered, and you can continue on your way. Cliff just died.
Oh, Jesus. Echo. I
Cliff-
have something very important that Claudia does as they leave.
Okay.
Claudia looks at the little girl who spoke to her yesterday about the dog.
Uh-huh.
She waves at her and then she turns into a wolf and runs away.
When you do that, the little girl, just... and just starts, pointing and, trying to convey what she just saw to her parents, and she can't
Claudia,
quite do
jumps
it.
around in the snow, kind of zoomy style. She darts off. She makes a big show of it.
I love that for her.
You have created a whole lot of questions for everyone in the town. So, well done, Claudia. You have really altered everyone's perspective on life. Cliff, why are you still
I'm a
dead?
druid. Definitely.
Cliff, stop being dead.
Hit the long rest button, and it doesn't.
That's the
It
longest
refuses.
rest.
The longest rest.
Yeah.
Yes, rest.
Hold on.
It set my character max HP to the wrong thing, and now I have to manually fix it and ignore me. Just
I have
don't worry about it.
re-imported your HP from D&D Beyond. You're back to 152. Good God.
Thank you.
Please stop dying. You still have 10 temp HP from the coyote meat. So, anybody who doesn't have the 10 temp HP, please allocate that to yourself. Unless
Oh,
you
I thought
didn't
it
eat
was
coyote
8.
meat.
Okay, I faked.
She rolled
rolled
an 8.
eight,
It
yeah,
was
I
8 plus
did it.
2.
I just can't numbers.
That's okay. All right. So, you guys, you return to the road, resuming the voyage south to Crosshatch along the Silmere Fallaway. Let's go ahead and pull up the map. That's the wrong... Nope, we're not done yet. This one. Excuse me. I'm struggling. All right, as you guys continue along with your journey, Let's go ahead and this will do. You resume your journey, crossing the vast stretches of southern Aurelia's woods, forests following the river. I'm going to zoom you in so you can see your party. Go ahead and zoom all the way in. You can see the Wild Hearts on the road heading south.
Aw, look at us.
Yep, a little party. As you guys are making all the bees surrounding the token.
It's cute.
You have quite a ways to go to get to Crosshatch. As the crow flies, it is 200 miles. So, first things first, I need a D8. I don't care who does it. Somebody give me a D8.
Normally it'd be Dooch.
A 1! Okay. Your next day of travel is, well,
Full of snow.
it's snowy and slow and painful. Well, with a 1, I didn't think this would happen immediately, but here we are.
Okay.
You're following the road on the Somir Followway. And as you do, I'd like perception checks from everyone.
Is it smell based?
It can be, if you'd like.
Hooray. 28.
You smell snow.
Wet.
I'm just bitching about how cold it is and I can't see shit.
Quill with a 25.
I got a 14 again. I don't know why my rolls aren't carrying over, but I got a 14.
Okay. All right. So, Cliff, can I get a perception from you as well? Oh, you roll one. It's a 12. Never mind. All right. So, as you guys are heading your way south, you're on the road, but the road is getting heavily covered in snow. And as the snow has been falling, you notice that the traffic on the road is gone. You haven't really run into anybody making their way south in a minute, a few hours now. And as you round a copse of trees, making your way down the road, you hear the clash of metal on metal. You hear shouting. It is hard to hear at first, but it seems to cut through the heavy snowfall coming from up ahead. And it sounds as though it's coming from within the trees off to the right of the road. So by the map's perspective, it's like off to the west. But it doesn't sound like it's very far. And you hear shouting. And you also hear bestial sounds. You hear howling. You hear deep guttural growls and shouts. What do you do?
Claudia, do you smell wolves?
What? Yeah, what do I smell? I rolled a 28.
You smell blood. You smell fur. You smell spit and steel. You smell leather and oil. You smell a lot of blood.
No distinct animal signature musk.
Oh, there's lots of it.
Like, I'm saying I can't pinpoint a species.
Roll investigation.
Okay. 12?
No, you cannot pinpoint. Like, it sounds very, it smells very primal. Like, you smell a lot of adrenaline. You smell a lot of fear. You do smell wolf. You think you smell bear, but other than that, there's more smells, and you can't parse them out.
Claudia looks back at Tess and says, wolf, bear, fur, and a lot of blood.
Oof. You think
At the very least, we should see what's happening, right?
you think maybe some of our old friends.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah, let's
Claudia
go
looks
check it out.
anxious. Yeah, she wants to go.
Okay.
Let's go.
All right. So you cut off away from the road, and as you head into the woods off this, and you basically like cut your way through the heavy snow, making your way between the trees. We're gonna go ahead and take a quick few-minute break so I can go pee. As you guys are pushing through the woods, and as you enter a clearing where there is a whole lot of activity going on, what is your marching order? Who's where? Who's in front? Who's in back?
Claudia's in front.
Okay.
I'll take second.
Okay. Who's third?
Artie likes to be in the middle. He did.
Okay.
Do you all
Does
want to
indeed.
scout at all, or
That's
That would
not really an
require
option
us
at
to
this
be
point.
Intelligent.
That hasn't really,
Okay.
like, that opportunity has passed.
oh, fair enough. Okay.
I'm afraid. Sorry.
Quill will, I think, be in the back then, just to observe, kind
Okay.
of behind us and whatnot.
So, Tess, are you like next to
That
Artie?
leaves Tess. Yeah, I think Tess would be.
Okay. As you guys crash through the trees, Claudia in the lead, you break out of the forest cover and you see this clearing where there are these old stone, like, landmarks. It almost looks like Stonehenge in a way. It's clearly like it was a structure or a circle of structures at one point, but it's long since been ruins. And as you break into this clearing, you see that there are oh, son of a gun. Hold on. Token broke.
Broken token.
Yep. Hold on. Apologies. I must fix this before anything else, because otherwise this would be incredibly confusing. And while I'm okay with some things being confusing, it needs to not be actually contradictory to what you're looking at. Apologies. Okay. Okay, almost done with that one. Because, of course, this wouldn't be convenient in any way. Speak amongst yourselves while I repair this. Thank you so much.
Does that help?
As always, yes, away with words you have.
Fantastic, thank you.
I wonder how we're gonna pick sides in this. We're like, hey, you
I
guys,
mean, if it's
bronies.
Mooney's. Yeah, if it's Mooney's. I mean, well, it wasn't there some jewelry
Yes,
or something
There's
that
some
like,
earrings.
non-Moonies.
shine?
The opposites. They were like earrings, distinct earrings.
Oh, I think it's going to be
So
real.
look for earrings. It's gonna be real clear. Oh, good.
I think it's not going to be a question as to what's going on. I mean, I'm wrong all the time. Okay, almost done here. All right. As I was saying before I had to fix my everything, you guys break into this forest clearing and you see that there is a pitched battle going on amongst these ruins. On the ground, you see that there are multiple slain creatures fallen in their hybrid forms, which is not normal for lycanthropes. But they are lycanthropes. You are aware every creature that you're looking at in this clearing is a lycanthrope, and you are aware of that because they are all in hybrid form. And Claudia, the instant you enter this region, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, good. I'm gonna get
Oh no.
swept up in the hype.
Oh. Swept in the hype.
I will re-roll that. Oh. Oh no.
Okay. Claudia, you immediately take hybrid form.
No.
Arr.
Claudia? Claudia? Claudia?
Ow.
Hey, what? Oh no.
No one said no.
Oh.
Oops. Why did you go invisible? Okay, well.
Embrace my spirit wolf.
Oh, it's because the filter's busted. All right. Claudia, if you want to, you can post what Claudia's hybrid form looks like in the chat.
Somewhere.
But my Foundry is broken, so it won't do the auto switch. Apologies. Anyway, Claudia, you still maintain your faculties. In fact, you feel remarkably calm, as if there is this aura of soothing energy coming from somewhere. It's from the battle. Somehow you feel this aura. It's not unlike what you felt from Nyx, but it's a completely different flavor. It's like the smell of thick pine boughs that have recently fallen. It's like the thickest scent of the forest. A hint of nostalgia washes through you.
Oh shit. Ow. She like puts a hand over her forehead like, God damn it.
But you are in complete control. You just are in hybrid form, and there's nothing you can do about it. You see ahead of you this massive pitched battle occurring, and what you see in this pitched battle are what are clearly the symbols of the Sentinels of Shine against the ritualistic earrings and decorations of the Moon Clan. A huge fight is occurring between the two factions right here in front of you. And you see that there is a fight going on over... Yeah, it's pretty obvious. Over this body right here, right in the middle. You see that they are constantly trying to get at the belongings of this fallen werebear. But they can't quite get into them. Both factions.
The Moon Clan are trying.
Both
Oh,
factions.
shit. Oh, okay.
They're fighting each other and also trying to contest the corpse of this fallen werebear that is decorated in the armaments and arms of the Sentinels of Shine. And as that happens, whether you guys roll initiative or not, I'm rolling initiative for them.
Yes, I'm rolling initiative.
Okay, Claudia's joining the fight.
Yeah, Tess is gonna touch her to give her.
Yes.
I mean, I feel like once
advantage.
it becomes clear that Claudia is joining the fight,
Yeah,
that
we're all.
initiative is happening. Like, I don't know what for sure I'm doing, but I'm not gonna just be like, "Oh, Claudia's having a fight."
Were you giving me something? Tess?
Yeah, I'm giving you advantage on initiative.
Oh, okay. I will happily take that. I did not roll better on my second roll, so what I
This
have
is
is
a terrible
oh,
place
damn it.
for Velen.
My better roll was 22.2. What? Why is it a plus 0.2? Oh, because I'm 20. Duh.
Because of Dex.
Yep. 0.2 didn't seem that seemed lower, but I understand the distribution of decimals now.
Okay.
I got 20. I got 21, and it didn't go through. I'm sorry. I should have brought my sheet, a Foundry sheet.
I got a rock.
I don't know. Yeah, you rolled terrible.
What's your
dude.
dex, Tess?
4.
What's your dex score, Tess?
Oh, sorry. My score is 18.
Thank you.
Echo, can you change mine? Back
To
what it
what?
was. 22.2 was my better roll.
There you go. Okay. You join the battle immediately as you see the shine forces fighting the Moon Clan. Which means we need battle music.
Yeah.
As this happens, before anything else, as you all break in to this forest encounter, this fight that you've stumbled upon, this werewolf, the closest to you, who happened to roll the highest initiative, whips around and looks at you as you enter, and he just sees you. Now, here's an important question. Claudia, you're the closest one. You're hybrid form. You're a werewolf right now. Do you have anything obvious showing that you're Endswatch on you?
I mean, she has the token of their station. I don't know if it's like something that they wore. Is it like a necklace? Is it like a...
It's up to you. It's a badge or a pin, and you can wear it or put it in your pocket for when you need it, or you can... It's up to you how you have it on you.
I'm going to say it's like an armband for Claudia.
Okay. Then he gets an investigation check to spot it. Okay, he fails really hard. So he turns and looks at you and your group, and he sees you all entering, loaded for bear. You're all very well armed, but he sees a hybrid werewolf in the front. And as he looks at you, Claudia, he just snarls, "More coming! Friend or foe?"
Friend.
Roll a persuasion.
I'm good at that.
Anybody's friend in particular, or just generally well disposed to people?
22.
He looks at you, like, carefully, as if he's, like, weighing your words very intently, as if he's trying to decide if he should turn his back on you. And with a 22, he decides he can. And he immediately closes the distance on this MoonClan werewolf. It was clear as what he was doing before you appeared, and he's making attacks. So I'm going to be kind of expediting the way these turns go until we get deep into the initiative. So this werewolf hits 2 times. This guy takes some damage. Claudia, you're up. You're next in initiative.
What it? She is going to... Make sure I'm on the right tool.
Before, I'm sorry. He would have
there's a-
shouted when you said friend. As he turns his back to you, he would have said, "They're after the Valkart!"
I don't even know what the fuck that is.
No, you don't know what that is.
Okay, well, I gotta secure the Valkart.
She is going to... She's going to move 30 feet. Another...
Whatever that guy says, okay.
Got it, boss.
30
Oh my
feet,
God.
and then she is going to bonus action Misty Step.
Velen, you can roll a history check.
Can I roll an insight or a history? Okay.
Gotta get the Valkart.
Why is that 65? That's...
Bella, like, what the fuck are you talking about? Oh no, I don't know shit.
She ends up
Fuck.
here.
No, you don't know what it is.
I don't have a clue.
Um,
Like, I could pull out my Beings of Blood book, but we're kind of in the middle of something.
roll or something. So Claudia got the obvious sense that they're interrogating this body or kind of fighting over it.
Yeah, you see it happening right now. Like, they're trying to get into the belongings of that body. As you're here and you get super close, that aura is strong.
Can she kind of...
You actually find it like
directional, or is it...
it's coming from the body. And it feels like it's actually hard to get into the adrenaline state of the fight. Like, it's hard to get the rage going.
Interesting. She is actually going to use her action to dash, because I couldn't quite get there, and she is going to position herself over the fallen body of this person.
As you do cross that, you are going to get hit by this guy.
That's fine.
You are also going to get shot by a held action from this guy.
Sick.
Okay, hold on.
Well, and you're going to be uniquely useful in this fight.
That's a 25 to hit.
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know if that's true.
Miss Lycansbane.
Yeah, that seems like
Okay.
a way that I'm going to be uniquely terrible in this.
You are hit by
fight.
21 points of silver damage from that opportunity
Oh,
attack.
motherfucker. Yeah, they would know that, wouldn't they? 21?
They would. Mm-hmm. The shot is a 22 to hit.
Yes, that hits as well.
15 points of silver damage.
Ow.
That's its turn. You're up. You get to the body. You're like on it.
Yes, her action was to get onto the body, so she can't necessarily do anything at present, but
Yep, you're
She's
there.
on
Action
it.
surge.
I could action search. You are so fucking smart. I'm going to do that actually. Which one of these is clearly more of a threat? This boar? I guess the boar's engaged on this bear. I'll go for this wolf. right
Okay.
there.
Go for it. You see,
I'll
all of
action
these
surge.
combatants are hurt in some way.
Gotcha. They've been at it. 24 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
I don't get any special sauce on top of it because I don't have anything concentrated on. So one-handed is 17 damage.
Okay. Noted.
And second attack,
Go for it.
22 to hit.
22 hits.
I don't like that you had to think about it.
They have a lot of AC.
The first one-handed is 15 damage.
Okay. Got it.
That's your turn.
Tess. You're up.
Tess also has her, I think it's probably a pin for Tess.
Okay.
She is going to open. She's going to move 30 feet this way. And she's going to open with a mass healing word.
Tess, as you get
and-
closer, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, hell yeah. Okay.
Maybe it's because you're also a shifty.
Maybe. 27.
Shifty.
With a 27, you are able to push forward with no trouble.
Fantastic. Mass healing word to all of the injured, I assume, Sentinel Shine. The healing word is going to be
What is
shine.
the range?
The range on mass healing word is 60 feet.
60 feet. Okay. Those are what you can reach. You cannot reach the farthest ones.
Okay, great. Well, we're gonna do what we can because I could Misty Step, but then that would defeat the purpose.
Still plenty.
Sure. Go ahead and roll it.
Yep. I rolled terribly. 9 to everybody.
Okay, hold on. Counting. Accounting, not counting.
Does that count for me too?
Are you hurt? Yes, you are
Ah.
hurt.
Oh yeah. 'cause
Oh
you
yeah.
took silver damage. Absolutely.
Yep.
I think it's up to 6 creatures that I can see. I'm also curious: is the bear all the way down, or does the
He's
bear
dead
come
as fuck.
back? Okay, got it.
He's a mangled corpse.
Got it.
The only thing that's like
This poor
intact
guy.
but is covered in blood is his armor. Like it's clear that the first thing that happened in this fight is he got rended to pieces.
He got. Okay. I'm going to Claudia. You're engaged with that one in front of you,
Yes.
right?
That's right.
There's
And the
also a
boar.
wereboar that is now paying attention to her.
Yeah. I would like to distract the one behind her by casting Moonbeam on it.
Ooh.
Okay. So Moonbeam does radiant damage, correct?
Correct. And also shapeshifters have disadvantage.
Yeah, so there's a thing that happens here.
Oh, fascinating. Okay.
So
I know it.
as you cast Moonbeam, this purifying light that forces shape changers and shapeshifters to change, it comes casting down, but it is stopped as it hits the shape of a dome over this area. The dome glows yellow as it catches the moonbeam, and all of you can see this big dome that's kind of like focused around the body that Claudia's standing over. And Claudia, as this happens, you smell that pine bough scent just filling the air. And it is peaceful. Despite the horrible carnage that's happening around you, it's really strange, this juxtaposition of that happening. Your moonbeam is not effective within this proximity of whatever this is, Tess.
Got it. Good to know.
So interesting.
Can Tess bow her head as her free action and say, Valkeen, I'm sorry for trespassing. I will try something else.
Roll me a perception check.
Okay. I'm rolling terribly on this. 14.
Okay. In the heat of the moment, in the pitch of the battle, you don't perceive anything.
Okay.
It's now the werewolf's turn, the one in front of Claudia. It was fighting the bear next to you, or the werewolf next to you, but you have just... You're here, and you're more dangerous at the moment. It's going to turn and swipe at you again, Claudia. A 19 to hit.
That does not hit.
Okay. He lurches forward to try and bite you. And as he does, he just shouts, "This is not your battle."
Fucking is.
Natural 20.
Oh. Well, how about no?
Okay. Roll again. Okay, that becomes a dirty 20.
Does not hit. Ha
Okay, his third attack, he's going to stab you. 26.
Yeah, okay.
Yep,
I like
that one
that
gets through.
one.
Yeah, all right. Okay, that is going to be 7, 10, 17 points of silvered damage. As he thrusts forward in his offhand, this wicked silver dagger like slashes into you, and it burns so much more than you would like it to. That's his turn. This werewolf is going to continue fighting the one that's appeared. Okay, miss a hit and a hit. Hang on. Accounting for damage. Now it's this werebear's turn. This werebear is going to attempt a grapple attack on this guy. Contest. Okay. As this happens, you hear the werebear next to you says, "Friends of the Shine, get the body away if you can." That's what he says.
Roger, roger.
Okay, this wereboar takes 32 points of damage. Jackalware takes a shot. Misses. Takes another shot. Misses. Okay. Okay. Next. This werebear. Claudia... It sees you engaged with its friends, and then Tess, it sees you the farthest forward. The werebear clashes his huge claws around this huge, like, scepter it's holding, and it thrusts it forward. I need a dexterity save from you, Tess.
21.
That is successful. You take half of... Hold on. And this one. Okay. I'm counting up. So 6, 8, 12, 15, 18, 24, 30, 36, 42, 45, 49 points of fire damage. You take half of that. So you take...
Is this targeting only me?
It's a fireball exploding in the area that you're in. So
Okay, so Shield Master says if I save a Dex throw, it's a thing that only affects me, I don't take any damage from it.
it's not a targeted spell only upon you, is the
Got
problem.
it. Okay.
It's a huge
Yeah,
AoE.
I have never once.
I think
been
I think
affected.
it's AOE
never-
versus roll to hit. So if it was a roll to hit,
Okay.
you could.
I have never once benefited from this feature.
Bro,
It's-
honestly,
Yeah. Yeah, it's
it's such
Yeah.
a specific scenario moment.
It's such a specific scenario. Okay, you said 45 then? 43?
49 halved to 24.
24. You got it.
So the rest of the party sees Tess step up, cast a healing word, and then a fireball engulfs her. This Jack-O-Ware is going to shoot at that one that just did that. Hit. Okay. He takes some damage. 24 points of it, to be specific. Velen, you're up.
I'm up. Velen is a little confused about what's going on.
Big
right
fight.
now.
That's what
yeah, I
you
mean,
know is
that's-
big fight. Radiant, see, like,
That is
Moonbeam was stopped.
so she kind of advances. She kind of looks at Tess, and she kind of looks ahead at Claudia, and she's trying to like get the lay of the land.
Oh,
here.
I need you, as you're proceeding, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Sure. Let's see how that goes for me.
Oh, you know.
Yeah.
17.
17.
You proceed forward. Okay. Though it is, you do feel a resistance. It feels as though you're like pushing into a heavy wind. It's weird.
Velen kind of tilts her head, and then she pulls out the panpipes and starts playing. And her action
Summon rats?
is no, that would be the harp.
Oh,
She
sorry.
just throws a counter charm up. So anybody, so 30 within 30 feet of me. So right now, just us and like friendlies. But I just need to, keep moving forward to expand it. But
Sure.
advantage on saves against frightened or charmed.
Gotcha.
For-
Okay.
for-
All right.
She's not entirely sure what's going on, but she sensed that there was some kind of a thing, and she's like, this is weird. Claudia just ran into this. I'm going to see if I can do this.
All right. It's now this random Jack-O-Ware's turn. He takes shots. He hits one of them. Does good damage, though. Okay. Werewolf turn. Hold on. Expediting here. Miss. Hit. He's in this position. He's moved up here. And he hits 2 out of the 3. Okay. Next it is the Werebear's turn. There's a lot of them. Goodness gracious. Velen and Tess. Deck save.
Another one.
Yeah. A fireball comes flying towards you both.
Yeah, they really like this.
19.
Oh.
19.
19. Successful. Velen 19. Successful. Okay. 5, 7, 11, 15, 20, 25, 29, 32, 36. 40 points of fire damage to the both of yous. Halved because you both succeeded. So 20 points of fire damage. Next, this werewolf charges forward. Claudia, up to you, and is going to engage you. What'd you say?
I said, "Arr."
Okay. First attack misses by a fucking mile. Second attack misses. It's an 18 to hit. I think that misses you.
That misses.
Third attack is a natural 1. He misses all 3. Quill. You are up. You
I
signed
think
up for this,
Quill
right?
looks. Yeah, Quill looks at Cliff and Artie and it's like, no, which are the ones we're shooting at?
Artie looks at you, and then
Fr-
he like points at the ones with all the ritualistic earrings and says, "Creepy primal ones."
Okay. So with that, I guess I will first move 30 feet, which should be right there.
Okay. As you get closer, please make a wisdom save.
Yep.
With an 11, Quill, you feel this strange, like, pressure. You cannot get closer than here.
Okay. Then wait, I think I should be there.
Yo,
Unless...
I'm sorry. You
Yeah.
can't get up to the wall. You are stopped.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, got it. Okay, that's as far as I can get. Well, that I think means okay, creepy one. This is not a creepy one. I'm looking for anybody with not a moon shield, I assume.
Yep.
You big guy. How far away from me are you? Okay, so I would guess with that, I'll just see if I can hide anywhere I'm at, and take a long range shot at this guy right here.
So you're kind of out in the open. There's not really a
Yeah, that's
hiding
fair.
place. You can just take a shot. However, this guy looks like he's distracted. So, but it's outside of your close range, so you cannot get a sneak attack.
Right.
But you can just shoot him.
Yeah, I mean, I just don't think there's much else I can do, especially if I can't get any closer. Yeah, whatever. I'll shoot the guy. I'm along for the ride.
Go for it. Roll your attack.
Okay. Yep. Okay. So at disadvantage.
Yes, unfortunately.
Yeah. No, super fair. Oh. Yeah, Quill's got no idea what's going on.
Yeah, unfortunately, a 1 doesn't hit ever, so you miss. It is a magical revolver, I believe. No, it's not. Okay, roll me a d20. Okay, it just misses. Your gun does not jam.
Okay. That's I think all really Quill can do this time.
You have a bonus
Quill's
section.
just figuring things out. I do. But from this far away, I'm not sure. Oh, you know what? I'll at least, with that bonus action, engage my NED.
Okay. Your noise emission discombobulator.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You attach that to the end of your pistol. It's now Artie's turn. Artie is going to... it's such a cluster. Artie's going to get here, and then he has to make the wisdom save. Natural 1. Artie cannot get any closer.
Yeah, that tracks.
Yeah. What does he do, though? What does he do? He has a lot of options, man. Okay.
He is fond of chain lightning.
He is fond of chain lightning. Hold on. Yeah, you know what? He'll chain lightning this guy. Which means it's a dex save. Hold on. The werewolf fails. So then it will jump to the werebear and the werewolf in front of Claudia. The werebear succeeds. And the werewolf in front of Claudia succeeds. But it's still a lot of lightning damage. 47 points of lightning damage. Okay. Okay, and then... Got it. Got it. And then Artie's going to bonus action. I don't know. What would he do? Hold on a minute.
Go invisible out of fear.
I don't think he can do that at a bonus action.
It's a racial feature.
Oh, you're right. He would do that. He goes invisible.
He inks.
Yep. Hold on. Let me see if I can... If there's a... No, there is not. Oh, there is! Boop. Okay. Shit. The werewolf next to you, Claudia, is going to move up a little bit and flank this werewolf. With advantage. Okay. Okay. He swings his longsword twice and then bites. Okay. Alright. Some damage gets put out there. Cliff! You're up.
As everyone else did, is going to try to move forward.
Okay, as soon as you get here,
Can I not move forward with space again?
you should be able to.
Oh. Okay.
Alright, well, wisdom save, please.
Okay. Cool.
Cannot get any closer, sir. At least not this turn.
Oh,
Uh-oh, I'm alone in the
that's
soup.
alright. He's gonna pull out the bow. Claudia's looking pretty surrounded.
Yeah, she is.
He's gonna fire. He's gonna fire at this guy.
Which guy?
This one.
Okay, go for it. "28 hits."
Okay.
Okay.
And we'll attach some spiders to that.
Horrific statement.
What kind of damage are the spiders?
The spiders are magic piercing.
Magic piercing. Okay. Got it.
Real quick to make sure they're magic. I don't want to lie to you. It doesn't say that they're magic, which is wild.
Does it just say piercing damage?
Nature spirit.
It says the attack's target takes 1d6 piercing damage from the swarm.
I'm going to say it's magical piercing damage because you're fucking level 11.
Okay.
And the idea that it does 1d6 mundane piercing damage, every monster at this level would not care about that. So,
Fair.
that is a miss.
That'll be it.
Okay. So then the wereboar is going to attack you, Claudia, and then the bear.
Oh, woo.
It's going to swing. What is it going to swing? Okay. It thrusts its partisan at the werebear and hits. And then it's going to try and boar tusk you, Claudia. 21 to hit.
Yes, but it's boar-tesking me, which means it's not silvered.
You don't know that.
What? He silvered his tusks?
Yes.
Oh my god.
That is going to be 24 points of silver damage to you, Claudia.
Parry.
Okay,
I parry.
that reduces it, yeah?
It's a D8 plus 5. What? Why did it roll a D20?
I don't know.
I
Roll a-
did not mean
just
to
roll a D8.
So we're just gonna go with it. Yeah, just roll a D8 plus 5.
You
5
reduce
plus
it by
5
10.
is 10, so 14.
Okay, you take 14 points of silver damage. Every
Claudia's like, I need to silver my claws.
I want you to notice that every weapon that is being swung about, the only weapons that are not silvered are bites.
Yeah, that would be a little like grills that burn our mouths.
It would literally hurt to do that, yeah. Okay, this werewolf is going to he raises his claws. And as he does, jets of flame emit from them. That is going to be scorching rays. Okay. 2 coming for you, Tess. That's a 14 and a 27.
14 does not hit me. 27.
You take
But it is magic. Oh yeah,
it's a
yeah,
scorching
okay,
ray,
never
yeah.
mind.
You get it by 2 rays. You take 14 points of fire damage. 2 rays coming at you, Velen.
Wait, you said 14 and 27, so only 27 is the only one that hits
Each scorching ray deals 2d8 points of fire damage.
me. Ah, I see. 14. Got it.
Velen, that's a 24 and a 24. Never mind. They're both 24 to hit.
Yeah, they'll both hit.
Okay, so the first one deals 11 points of fire damage, and the second one deals 2 points of fire damage. So,
Okay.
13 points of fire damage from that one. 2 coming at you, Cliff. 14 and a 17 to hit. I don't think either of those hit.
Negative.
Quill, 2 coming at you. Natural 20
Yeah.
and a 22 to hit. Okay, so the first one is a crit. That's 16 plus 24 points of fire damage from the crit.
Okay.
So you get a scorching ray to the mouth, and then 8 points of fire damage from the second scorching ray.
Okay.
And as a bonus action, this werewolf howls, which is its healing word. And this werewolf heals for 12. Okay, now this wereboar over here is going to fight this guy. And the boar. Okay. He hits for 30. Oof. And with that, we get to the top of the second round of the encounter. And in that moment, that is where we're going to stop tonight's session, because we do not have time to play out this whole fight.
Yeah.
But as we get here, and I cannot find my music page, goodness gracious. Stop the song! Okay. Thank you all for playing with me tonight. I hope you had a good time. And before we go any farther, we must give our players an opportunity to vote for a point of inspiration to be awarded to another player for their performance tonight and how they played and RP'd and did stuff. And so we're going to go to the top of the order alphabetically with AJ. Who did something you liked?
Let's see here. I mean, I enjoyed getting to know everyone's characters more tonight. I think this is really hard. I will give it to Sal. I really enjoyed getting to know Valen more. I enjoyed the bard getting the party started and the dancing, and the conversation with Claudia. So just for all of those moments and just getting to know your character.
Oh, thanks.
Okay. Pen, who did something you liked?
I am going to give it to Quill because she is a constant delight and I particularly enjoyed where she said, "Oh, you know, just learning about lichens and vampires and whatever Artie is." It was just chef's
That was-
kiss.
That was very
The
funny.
the constant befuddlement of what Artie's deal is just phenomenal.
Oh man. Okay. So point for AJ. Next, Emily. Who did something you liked?
I'm also going to give it to Quill for the really interesting kind of like coded conversation that she and Tess had. And learning a little bit more about this book. I like that a lot. I like we get to see the layers a little bit too.
Okay. Sal. Who did something you liked?
Pretty much everyone did something cool tonight. But I think I'm going to give it to Penn for Claudia doing zoomies and running away from that kid because it was very funny. And I enjoyed it.
Okay. And last but not least, Sleepy. Who did something you liked?
I'm going to give it to Claudia for the absolutely wild choice of interpretive dance in the middle of the floor.
She's pretty good at acrobatics. I was gonna find a way to use it.
Hey, you know, all right. Okay, which means that we have a tie. Penn and AJ, you both have earned a point of inspiration for your performances tonight. Well done, PJ. You've done great. And with that, we come to the end of the session. I want to thank you all for playing with me tonight. I hope you had a good time. And to all of you who are at home or at work listening or watching, hi, Penn. Hi, class. Hi, Emily. Hi, Sleepy. Hi, everybody else. We love you all. And I wish you a good night.